Blessed day, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel, Big Voice Radio in the building. Yo, viewers, subscribers, remember me telling you, the work I put in, and people finally are like and are subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to make these content. Seeing? So I just want to push it out the same way, share it, comment, let me know the thoughts. I really appreciate it. Seeing? So with that being said, I just come from work, literally just come off of work, and I just want to tell you, so yo, me have a nice little video, you know, because you know say me not politically affiliated, and me always say me not like talk about politics, but because you love it so much and you engage in it, me kinda get like talk about it. You know me I say? Me still know in it 100%, but we are Jamaican, and anything that concern my country concern me and we. So we're in this together. Don't forget, I love when you like cook food. So just keep on liking, keep on sharing, keep on subscribing, and big up on yourself, and God bless all of you. Seeing? So anyway, we'll kick it off like this. We have two separate videos. Seeing? When we want to show you. Ah boy. Alright, the first one, so me have a good news and a bad news, in my opinion. See? So, me I go play the bad news first, and then me play the good news after. And the good news is about Andrew Holness. So me know say the JLP, them are gonna love this. Them are gonna love what them hear. Me know that. The bad news is the two of them, the two party, in the, what they call it, House of Parliament, and I argue, yo, nobody now take responsibility. So guess what? We'll kick it off like this. Watch the intro and come back in my office. We are going to get it done. Seen? Boom.
Hungry days again.
Hungry days again.
Jamaica is one of the most famous islands in the Caribbean, known for its reggae music, delicious cuisine, and laid-back culture. The island is home to some of the most beautiful beaches in the world.
Is that the effects of climate change are creating havoc with infrastructure in several countries. This is not a unique problem to Jamaica. What makes matters worse in Jamaica is that our situation is compounded by 30 years of neglect and underinvestment in our infrastructure, including our roads. And if you were to look at when this neglect was most intense, when was this neglect of our roads most intense? I don't need to answer that question. I think every Jamaican knows that when that side is in power, when that side is running the economy, there is no revenues to maintain the roads. So the destruction of the roads, Mr. Speaker, is very well the PNP fault. If they were maintaining the roads from all of those years coming, we wouldn't be in this position.
Climate change. To blame the appalling state of the road network in Jamaica today on climate change is just totally disingenuous. The reality is that there has been an absence of any proper road maintenance policy for years. And you have been in office for 9 years, so you have superintended 9 years of neglect over the maintenance of Jamaica's road network, for which the people are holding you accountable now. And that's just the reality of it. There used to be a road maintenance fund which was established and funded to support road maintenance programs. That was put to an end under the JLP government to help to finance some of the loans that were taken from China, as it was in that case, to finance some of the major road projects. Jamaica's had decades of major road projects, but very little road maintenance. And what bothers me about your approach is that it's going to continue into the future if you are allowed to continue in government. There will be inadequate maintenance as a permanent feature of your government's regime, because you're continuing to be fixated on major road projects, because no doubt the benefits that flow, that can be the collateral benefits that flow from those major road projects, of which we are all aware. But the road maintenance, which is what the people want to see, the interior roads, the community roads, even the scheme roads, which you said the government is not responsible for. The government fixes the entire parameters of how roads are addressed in the country. The decision whether to take over or leave roads without any proper superintendent is a government decision. You can't shirk responsibility for scheme roads because you say developers developed it and it was never handed over. These are schemes which have been in this situation for year after year after year with no proper arrangement for dealing with the fixing of the roads in those schemes. So you said something about when you start to shout, the stone lick. Well, apparently it does lick. That's why you're shouting at me now. Yeah. So Mr. Speaker.
Hold for me, please. Let us conduct ourselves in an honorable way. You may continue.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker.
Wait, man. No, there's a line.
This side there that climate change caused the bad roads in Jamaica. Mash down that lie. It has nothing to do with it. We have had heavy rain from time to time in Jamaica for years. Climate change is a reality and it's coming at us. But to blame the poor state of the road network of the country on climate change is a farce. And the people of Jamaica don't believe it.
Leader.
They're holding you accountable
Opposition
for it.
leader.
And for you to try and pretend that it's a PNP responsible for it. And
Opposition
you've been in government
leader.
for 9 years. It just does not.
All right, welcome back. So, you know, watch it. That are the bad news. Seeing? Reason why I say a bad news because it is not a good look to see the two party them. I go back and forth and them sound very childish because them argue and then not take responsibility. This I wanna say that they want the fault. This I wanna say that they want the fault because of the road issue and climate change and everything. Listen, these are the reason why me always say me not like politics, because now the two party and the two leaders, that is Andrew Holness and Mark Golding, them can't, even though a two separate party, why them can't take responsibility? Because yes, PNP did a terrible job for the past couple of years when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to lack of jobs, when it comes to bad road, lack of water, all of them things there. Do a very poor job. And where me come from, a PNP did a run the place for years. And the road them always bad and water always been an issue. Seeing? We know that. But now, Labour Right or JLP, them in control now for the last 8-9 years. So for the past 8-9 years, why JLP never do something to fix the problem there? That's why I always say, go watch me other video them. I always say, yo, why it's so hard to fix the simple problem or problems of the country? It's not hard. It's not hard because they don't want to do it. See? So that's why I'm in a like to come here. I mean, bash PNP, I mean, bash JLP. Anytime them forget a beating, them all get a beating. See? This is critical and fair analysis. See? So an idea, fear or favor. We have to talk, we are going to country. So, I want to listen. The clip good. I want to hear the man them a complain and a Andrew Holness I say, a Mark Golden I say, Andrew Holness and this and that. And guess what? No problem now. Fix the way there. No problem can't fix the way there. Because them are arguing, nobody now take responsibility. So how we are going better as a country? We need to come together, even though a two separate party, and get the place fixed. Crime and violence, road, lack of water, bad lighting condition, all of them things there. See? So this is why I call it a bad news, because the two parties are arguing and none now take responsibility and accountability. That's why we can't better as a society. And the youth them see them thing here, and I say, but wait, how are we going so? If the leaders them can't come to an agreement to get the thing themselves, who will solve it? That's what I mean. See? So that is that. So now, when you hear what I have to say, I go play the good news. See? And this is about Andrew Holness. See? And I respect it. What is due to Caesar, give it to Caesar. So now watch the video and come back, come talk to me.
We're living in profoundly changing times. There are many Jamaicans who would be concerned about the change in immigration policies in the United States. There are many Jamaicans, of course, who live in the United States. I would want to reassure Jamaicans that your government has long been planning and putting in place measures to address any changes in policies in the United States. Firstly, let me say that Jamaica is the homeland. So Jamaicans all over the world will always be welcome back to your homeland. And we are prepared to receive all our hard-working Jamaicans who have been in the United States or wherever they may have gone for economic benefits. Jamaica has always been, since its colonial days to now, a net supplier of talent to the world. It may be a good thing to have some of our Jamaican talent return to our shores to help us to build our country. There are many Jamaicans now who are feeling uncertain in the United States and who are considering returning on their own to avoid the indignity of being deported. And we welcome you back to Jamaica. We want your talent. We want your resources. There are many opportunities in Jamaica that together we can take advantage of and build the country that we would want. But let me be clear that for those Jamaicans who intend to come back with crime and violence to undermine what we have been building here, let me be clear to you that this is not the Jamaica that you left 10 or 20 years ago. It is not the JCF that you left 10 or 20 years ago. You will either meet a judge or your maker if you come back to Jamaica and violate our laws and create havoc. I know that there are many who will be returning to Jamaica, coming back to lovely communities like these, rural areas like these, and they may attempt to set up gangs, get involved in scamming, and undermine the values of the communities that they return to. We will not tolerate that. We want all our Jamaicans to always feel that they have somewhere to come back to and call home and be well received. Come back with a good heart and a good mind. Come back willing to work. Come back with your resources. You will be able to make life here. But don't come back here to undermine and destroy what we have built. The government is already planning in terms of putting in place new measures, enhanced security measures, to address those who we know have a criminal past or who have been interdicted in the United States, convicted in the United States, and are being returned after serving their criminal penalties there. And we will ensure that they are appropriately monitored here and that they are not in any way contributing to an increase in our crime or murder rate. We have sacrificed long and hard. The people of Jamaica have borne the negative impacts of local violence. We will not tolerate criminals coming back here to increase our crime rate or murder rate. It is unadoptable.
All right, so you know, watch it. Reason why I say it's a good news. It's a good news for Jamaicans, and it's a good news coming from the leader of the country, Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister. Respect due. Seeing what is due to Caesar, give it to Caesar. The reason why I say it's a good news, Andrew Holness sit back and attack boldly, confidently. He might make people know, say, listen, with the deportation we are going, whole heap of Jamaicans get deported back to Jamaica. Whole heap of Jamaicans in America I get deported back to Jamaica. Seeing, you are going to have good ones, you are going to have bad ones. You're going to have some nice, talented people, but you are going to have some criminal elements as well. So Andrew Holness directly welcome them back into the country with open arms. Rightfully so, because of Jamaican them. Seeing? So welcome them back, the good one them, make sure so they come back home. We are going to set up this and blah 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 and everything. It's not going to be easy, but that is a good start for the Prime Minister to say that. Welcome home. But the bad one them, when you come and come with no foolishness, come with no gang, violence, scamming, robbing, stealing, killing and destruction, pan top of Wagwan, Jamaica already, that is unacceptable. And I like what Andrew Holness say.
That together we can take advantage of and build the country that we would want. But let me be clear that for those Jamaicans who intend to come back with crime and violence to undermine what we have been building here, let me be clear to you that this is not the Jamaica that you left 10 or 20 years ago. It is not the JCF that you left 10 or 20 years ago. You will either meet a judge or your maker if you come back to Jamaica and violate our laws and create havoc.
Kiss me rascal, me I tell you wickedness can't done.
Welcome back everybody, but make them know say yo, and you know a part of me like, him say, the bad one them, if you no come, the JCF is not like 10 or 20 years ago. Jamaica is not like 10 or 20 years ago. So, any man will come down there with ill intention to mash up Jamaica more than how we mash up already, we don't see a judge, or we not go meet on a maker. You serious? That's what me like. So that is a good message to send. Yo, we're tired of the crime and violence, bro. We need Jamaica to fix up, and we need a leader, a strong leader. That's why I say, even though Donald Trump are doing a whole heap of foolishness, but the mindset we have to clean up him country in a theme own way. Him not play no joke. Him a deport man left, right and center. And if the country no want them, him a go ship them go other places. Guantanamo Bay, Deso, over Deso. So the man serious. So we need serious leaders like a Donald Trump mindset. So if Andrew Holness can stand up back and talk confidently, defend him country, me like that. So big up Andrew Holness for that. And the Labour right them, yes, me know say not gonna love that. But PNP if you love that also. That's how me like with myself. Me not talk about this because a PNP or JLP. No. Me talk about this as an independent Jamaican that love Jamaica. That want to see a better Jamaica. For me, my kids, and so on and so forth. So people need to understand and stop the madness, yo. So, me just want to give Andrew Holness him flowers for say that. I just hope him stick with it and make Jamaica be the place where everybody want to come. Me love that. So, that's how me have fun for now. So, enjoy the video. Big up on yourself. Enough love, enough respect. You know what to do. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. Share with your friend and your family. And make me know. And we want to unite. Even if you are PNP, JLP, I know different colors and everything. Mark Gold and Andrew Holness. We're supposed to can come together and say, okay, enough with crime and violence. Enough with bad road. Enough with lack of water. Enough with lack of jobs. Enough with anything that is not progressive. Seeing? So big up every Jamaican out there. Local. In the diaspora. Anywhere not there or anywhere not come from. One blood. Seeing? Jamaica to the world. Big Voice Radio in the building. Big up on yourself. Alright.
I'm hurt by love.